20-year-old Data Clark from Essex has been crowned winner of Big Brother 8. Brian Bello polled over 60% of the public vote to beat twins Sam and Amanda Marchant, who've been the hot favourites to win the show. Even its producers have had to admit the latest series, however, didn't set the world alight. Over the past 13 weeks, a total of 24 contestants were involved. Some of the gimmicks used to keep us watching included an all-female house, and there were other twists like a fake week and a halfway house. On average, 3.8 million viewers have watched the antics inside the Big Brother house, and that's well down on previous years. But the programme remains financially lucrative to Channel 4. It had a share of just over 1 in 5 of all TV viewers. However, Channel 4 has already announced that it's put the celebrity version of the show on hold next year. So might it be time to say bye-bye to Big Brother? Nadia Almada won the Big Brother show in 2004. Makosi Musambasi came third in Big Brother in 2005, and they're both here now. Well, a very good morning.
Hello.
Makosi, let's start with you. Is it time to say bye-bye, Big Brother?
Well, I've said bye-bye, Big Brother already, but I think they always manage to come with the wow factor. Like a 20-year-old, absolutely ditzy black boy wins it. And, you know, they always manage to do it. So I don't know, actually. I think something deep inside me, off the camera, wants to say I want more of it. But then I think we've...
But is that the kind of car crash TV appeal?
I think so, yeah. I think we get more and more gullible by the year. It gets more ridiculous, but the viewers get more and more gullible.
Nadia?
I think it's definitely bye-bye for me. I think so far we've achieved some sort of recognition for it. It's the mother of all reality TV shows. And I think what's to this point, I think if it sort of continues, it's going to undermine it all, what we've achieved so far. So I think it's just best to say bye-bye and enough is enough. I think we had enough of these personas and they have nothing new to bring to us. So we've done it.
Unfortunate reality check, Nadia. It is the Channel 4 golden goose.
Well, of course.
It may be a touch of bird flu, but they're not going to strangle it.
But somebody said to me the viewing rating has gone down.
Yes,
I read it somewhere.
Yes, but it still makes them a shed load of money.
Yes, it's very lucrative, and I can definitely believe that. I mean, obviously, the phone ins, you know, that makes a lot of money for them, and everything else that comes around it. But well, obviously, they're not. I think they've been commissioned until 2009 and 2010. So it's another 2 years coming, and
3 more shows.
3 more years. 3 more shows. Here we go. So,
Makosi, do you think Big Brother 8 was different in any way to the programme you were on?
I think it was more freaky. They had more weird housemates. The whole, you know,
a few weird ones in the programme you were on.
I think it was all.
I think with the last normal group. I mean, don't you agree, Nadia?
I think this year I initially started a sexist house. I think it was all women and one guy. I think to me that sort of it was a little bit of segregation there. It's all women. Why? What's the message? It's a sexist house, and obviously developed with all these sort of housemates coming in.
I don't have a problem with the old people and everything, but Big Brother has never been that. And the whole old people, this, and then you've got Ziggy, who's just absolutely bonkers. And then you've got somebody who comes in as Porsche Spice. She even dresses like one. It's disturbing. And you've got some girl from southeast, southwest, something South London. And you know, she's having a go at everybody. And you just think, oh my days, are we the only normal human beings left?
Well, you say that, but obviously when we were on the show, everyone was making the same sort of comments about us. Are those people real? Do they really exist? And yes, they do exist. Obviously, I think possibly those same personas that was in the show in this year have been on. They have been there on previous other years, so that's it. I think we've seen these characters and enough of it.
All right, this is a semi-serious question, though. Do you think the vetting procedure is such now to create the most volatile mix of contestants, and it could backfire.
And I think so too, definitely. I think initially when the show started, it was a social experiment to see the integration of various types of people from various parts of our society. Whereas in these last coming years, it's very much sort of aiming to create a sort of controversial, the shock element, almost like a taboo sort of message that us as British nation don't usually talk about.
And I think that's why people are getting annoyed with it as well, because you don't create a wow factor. A wow factor just happens and people go wow. Yeah. But then what Endemol has been trying to do now is to actually create that wow factor. Get this person and that person and that person. And you know, to a certain extent, it sends shivers down my spine, because I'm thinking, what if they actually go for, what if the sex is not going to sell anymore? What if the nudity is not going to sell anymore? What are they going to try and sell, you know, on national TV in you know, those very prime early hours? It's actually quite frightening, because I've watched programs. I know it's only TV, but you know TV does reality anyway, where people have killed each other on reality TV show. They're going to come to a point where all the things that have been their selling point are not going to sell anymore. And it's actually frightening to think, if they're commissioned till 2010, what are they going to be putting in there now? You know, what are we going to have? Is it going to be a safe house or a mad
dog at some point?
Exactly. I know.
I've never thought of that one, I'm afraid.
Well, you know, it could happen. You know, it's Endemol, it's obviously Big Brother. Something has to be thought of to create 2-3 more shows in the next following years. So something has to be
you both at the time generated an extraordinary amount of newsprint. Have you struggled at all after coming out of the house?
I think struggle, yes, in adjustments from taking part in that show. I think us, obviously, as in any other industry, sort of any other work that you do, there is a certain element of struggle, especially when it's so new to us. It's been sort of bombarded to us immediately overnight.
What I'm trying to make is it generates, I mean, whether you love or hate the show, it generates extreme emotions in people who are watching it, and the emotions on display in the house.
That's what I was about to say. For me, I've not struggled for work per se,
no, I didn't mean
because I'm here now. But what I've found out about reality TV, why I can't understand why people still want to be famous, is it can be such a cuddly lion that this minute, when everything is good, it's cuddling you and it's so warm and it's everything. But then the minute it wants to bite you, the minute it goes into a lion, it will rip you apart, and you are just left nude, really, to be honest. So I think that's the only thing I sort of worry about, people that are coming out now and people that still want to do it, to say, do they actually know that there is that side that can actually tear you apart and leave you emotionally bankrupt?
Sorry, folks, out of time. Very grateful to you both, though. Nadia Almada and Makosi Musambasi. Thank you. Good luck with your future careers in TV or whatever.
Whatever.
Thank you.
Still